Get ready for RexFest. Come witness 5 action-packed hours of pure wrestling entertainment in Pro Wrestling Biggest Week, featuring talent from promotions across the United States, including Crown of Maine Wrestling and the return of Fighting Spirit Wrestling. Full cash bar and food available. All this and more for only $125 at the beautiful and elegant Arts Ballroom in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This huge event will also be live streamed, so don't miss out on RexFest. Tickets are now on sale at RexFest Live. Hope to see you there.
What's going on, Geek Pit? Welcome to another episode of Geeking Out with the Metal Geek. I'm your host, the Metal Geek. I got a couple of quick announcements before we get started. We are officially on the road to 1,000. Thank you all so much for tuning in, your love and support. Thank you so much. And we're almost there. We're at 933. We got the 7th inning stretch right about now because we're about to make it to 1,000 subs on YouTube. So if you're not subbed, please hit the subscribe button. Help the Metal Geek out. It's not going to cost you anything. And yeah, it's definitely not going to cost you anything. And you'll be helping me out by so much. And not only that, we got a couple of quick announcements before we get started with what's going on in the world of wrestling. I will be at Wrestling Is Now Heart Attack, which is February 10th at the Queens Elks Lodge, Queens, New York. Make sure you go out, buy your tickets, click that QR code, and I'll see you there because we got an amazing main event for there. You got Joey Conway defending the belt against Ace Romero. Oh, man. And Crowbar against Face. Just so much more. You got the Miracle Ones against the Backseats. Who else you got? Hamlet Hurtsu and Steve Pena against PJ Savage and Big Body Bess. Another great match. Man Bun Jesus, Ellis Taylor. How much more can I say? This card is already stacked and we're almost there. So make sure you click that QR code, buy your tickets today. So not only that, I will be doing the official pre-show for RexFest WrestleMania weekend. That's gonna be an amazing show, and I can't wait to see you guys in Philadelphia. Just make sure you go out and buy your tickets because you don't want to say that you want. Make sure you say you are at the first RexFest because trust me, it's gonna be amazing show. And if you're a fan of independent wrestling, you're gonna absolutely love this show. So tickets are on sale right now. Tickets for the full day is $125, and then individual show tickets are about $30. So what an amazing show, guys, we got. Damn. I'm already burnt out by talking about how much awesome this is gonna be. There's just so much awesome stuff happening. Yeah, also Friday night, I'll be having the cancer fight on Friday night, 7 p.m. You guys want to tune into that. Make sure you don't miss that one. But yeah, let's get into some news right about now, you guys. So what are some of the topics we got going on? We got Vince McMahon versus the media. I mean, this is not the way WWE wanted the Royal Rumble weekend to look. It is just a terrible look for them, and it's not looking very good right about now for them. But it's yeah, so it's not looking very good. They say that Brock Lesnar's involved in this whole entire thing with Vince McMahon, and that's why he wasn't officially on TV this week. So and not only that, he was also replaced by Braun Breaker, and apparently that Braun's also going to take his spot at WrestleMania. So supposedly um that it's like Braun's taking his spot, and I mean I guess the plan right now is I think they want to do Dominic versus Braun Breaker, and so yeah, and maybe they do Braun versus Gunther for WrestleMania, because I remember they were talking about doing Brock and Gunther for the Intercontinental title, the one title that Brock Lesnar actually never won. Well, he hasn't had the U.S. title and hasn't had the tag titles either, but he's been only the world champ for so long, and that's one title that he's not had. But yeah, there's just so much going on. I don't know what's going on, but I think there's just going to be a lot more worse stuff happening. And it's just not looking good. It wasn't looking good for that weekend for WWE, and but yeah, so it's not looking good for WWE and that weekend because it's one of their biggest. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they. I mean, it's their whole. I guess they're probably hoping that this whole thing dies down. Um, but I think it's just going to escalate as we get into WrestleMania. That because people want the attention on them. Like social media is such a big thing, and people don't want to do it to do positive things. So, but let's just not take away from the fact that Royal Rumble was such a successful pay per view, and they had an absolutely amazing women's match. Um, the women's Rumble was really good. We saw the return of Naomi. Um, we saw the debut of Jordan Grace in the Royal Rumble, which I was a little disappointed because all the news sites they just leaked it before it even happened, and that's just something right there that we can't avoid. But yeah, so that yeah, there was a couple, and then you had the return of at number 30. Damn, I'm drawing a blank, but getting a lot of chatter right now. So yeah, we saw the return of Liv Morgan. That was it. That crossed my mind right now. Um, at number 30, and the women's rumble was really. And not only that, we got Jade Cargill, or I guess they're gonna just call her Jade now. Um, great, fantastic reaction. Even when she put Nia Jax over the top rope. Uh, and we even got R-Truth in the Rumble. Uh, just another great moment right there. And really fun women's Royal Rumble. That was probably the best match of the night. the whole show was an average show. I feel the men's rumble was a little bit of a letdown, but I mean, it was, to be honest, but let down because of surprises, but it wasn't that bad of a Royal Rumble, you know. So what else? What else we got in the world of wrestling right now? So that you guys want to talk about right now? That Roman retained the title. Oh yeah, another interesting thing happened at Royal Rumble, that Ryan Trahan was actually there. So he's actually, for people that don't know who he is, he's actually a really, really big YouTuber. Um, and I think he's in that crew with Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, um, Casey Neistat, you know, that, and to be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Beast actually shows up at WrestleMania. I, I'm calling this now. I'm calling it. I think Mr. Beast will be at WrestleMania in Philly. I'm calling it. Yeah, so that's what's going on. But yeah, Ryan Trahan getting involved in Logan Paul's match for him to hit the brass knucks. But the thing is, he missed the brass knucks, and Kevin Owens hit him with the brass knucks. The referee caught it. So, but yeah, we saw last year at WrestleMania, because the reason is, I think Mr. Beast is going to be there is because KSI was actually at WrestleMania last year. So, you got Ryan Trahan at the Rumble. Maybe Casey Neistat shows up at WrestleMania. Who knows? It is in Philly, so that's not too far away from New York, you know? So we'll have to wait and see, though. Because what else we got on the topics right here? We got we got Raw going to Netflix now. Raw going to Netflix. Another topic that's been going around right now. And I actually called it on my podcast last month that Raw will be going to Netflix. Or I actually did say it could be, that was one of the options, that it was Raw going to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus was another one, but they chose to go to Netflix for about $5 billion over 10 years. That's probably the biggest deal I think I've seen in wrestling. I don't think I've seen a bigger deal than that. $5 billion for 10 years. Let that sink in. That's probably the biggest deal in wrestling history right now. So for those fans that are going to say that WWE is in trouble and they're going to probably go out of business because they're low ticket sales, you get a $5 billion Netflix deal. That's not even including the deal they got from Fox. That's not including the deal that they're going to get from USA, and they're pretty much loaded with money right about now. So yeah, that $5 billion. That's a huge deal. Man, that's more than my salary for the next 100 years. But yeah, $5 billion. That is what's going on right now. You have Okada. They're talking about him not going to WWE. They're talking him not going. Here's my opinion on this whole thing with the Okada deal. I think Okada goes simply because they took all his merch down off his pro wrestling tee site. They're selling everything. They're trying to get rid of everything. So they don't even want to sell it. Like after a certain time, after he's gone from New Japan. So I still think, not only that, if he was going to AEW, he would still be able to work New Japan shows. So I still think he's going to WWE. I don't believe what anyone else is saying in this one. I still don't believe I don't believe what anyone else is saying in this one. I still believe that Okada is going to go to WWE, and I believe that because there was another thing that he said he wanted his WrestleMania moment. And the only way to get that is to actually be in WWE. And I don't know if he'll start in NXT. I still think he might just, if you're gonna pay the man a lot of money, I still think he's gonna be in on the main roster. So what's up, Mike? How's it going? But yeah, if you're gonna pay that man a lot of money, I still think he's gonna go to the main roster. And I don't see him, unless, only other reason I could see them doing this is the fact that they want a star for their CW network, because they're going to launch NXT on CW and they need somebody. That's the only way I could see it. And they're just going to put the title right on him. They're going to have him carry that NXT title. But other than that, I really don't see them throwing Okada in NXT. Maybe they'll do something with him after WrestleMania, but because all the storylines are pretty much set right about now, so I don't see them doing anything with him right now till after WrestleMania. But anyway, we got the NXT Vengeance Day coming up. We got the card. So we got Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin against Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams for the men's Dusty Classic, where the winners receive a future NXT Tag Team Championship match. I see Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker winning this thing. I see them winning it, simply because you got Carmelo Hayes and you have Trick Williams already on the main roster. So I see them winning this one. I could be wrong, or they could just set up Baron Corbin with Bron Breakker, which would be really interesting. Oh, agreed. Yeah, Mike. Agreed. We got Roxanne Perez versus Lyra Valkyrie. Here's the thing with this one. Here's the thing. I think Roxanne Perez is going to take it back. I still think Roxanne Perez is taking the belt back. The belt that she never lost. So I think she's definitely taking it back. you go to the Remarkable show, Elks Lodge 223. The Elks Lodge. Wait, there's the Remarkable show on 223 at the Elks Lodge. They just announced this. Because I'm gonna be on February 10th. I'm gonna be at Win. So yeah, February 10th, I'm gonna be at Win. If there's a 223 show, I'll definitely be there. Leo Rush, damn. That should be good. That should be good. The Elks Lodge. But yeah, for that women's match, I think Roxanne Perez is taking the belt back, in my opinion. And then you got Oba versus Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's taking this. Dragon Lee is amazing. I think he's taking that belt. They need to give him something, so I think he's taking that belt. Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams. I say Dragunov's keeping it. I don't see him losing it. Because like I said earlier, Trick Williams is already on the main roster. I don't see him. The family of Tony D'Angelo, Stax, and Adrian Rizzo versus OTM. I'm going to say the family's winning this one. And then Dijak versus Joe Gacy. It's not remarkable, my bad. Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't heard. I know there's a February 10th Remarkable show. Thanks, man. No. But yeah, so. But like I said, I think the family's going to win this one. And who else we got? We got Joe Gacy versus Dijak and no disqualification match. I'm just gonna say Dijak's gonna win this one because Dijak is awesome, but so is Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy is awesome too. What else do you guys want to talk about right now? Oh yeah, SmackDown. I was there when Kabuki Warriors won the tag titles. Amazing match for SmackDown. Super good show. We got to see Trick Williams make his SmackDown debut. What an amazing show. I'm super pumped for NXT Vengeance Day. I cannot wait. That's this week, you guys. Just NXT Vengeance Day is this it's February 4th. Sunday, February 4th is NXT Vengeance Day. Can't wait for that. I'm going to do a review show for that for next week's show for Wrestling Recap. This is the Metal Geek. Keep those subs rolling because we are on the road to 1,000 subs right now. Super excited. And not only that, let's take a little bit of a break now, and from our word from our sponsor here.
Get ready for RexFest. Come witness 5 action-packed hours of pure wrestling entertainment in pro wrestling biggest week, featuring talent from promotions across the United States, including Crown of Maine Wrestling and the return of Fighting Spirit Wrestling. Full cash bar and food available. All this and more for only $125 at the beautiful and elegant Arts Ballroom in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This huge event will also be live streamed, so don't miss out on RexFest. Tickets are now on sale at RexFest Live. Hope to see you there.
That's right. RexFest, April 4th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Arts Ballroom. Just incredible will be there. Joey Conway, Papa Don, South Philly's finest. Show's going to be absolutely amazing. Don't say you didn't buy tickets for the first ever RexFest and you want to say you were there. So, and not only that, the Metal Geek will be the official RexFest pre-show. So make sure you get there early for RexFest. And not only that, I will be at Wrestling Is Now on February 10th, Heart Attack at the Queen's Elks Lodge. Joey Conway defends the title against Ace Romero, Crowbar versus Face, Miracle Ones, new backseats, man, Ellis Taylor, Man Bun Jesus, Mike the Truth Jackson's gonna be there, Hamlet Herzog, and Steve Pena against PJ Savage, Big Body Best, Tag Team War. You guys don't want to miss this show. This show is going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait. So, and not only that, we got Tag Team Warfare right now. The Gordons, the Slime Balls, the Unit, Chris Cage, and Brando Lee tagged in for the tag team titles. This all goes down February 10th at Wrestling Is Now presents Heart Attack. It's going to be at the Queen's Elks Lodge. So tickets are on sale now. So make sure you hit that QR code. And not only that, I will see you guys on Friday night, which I have Sean Watcher, the cancer fighter. We're going to have a great discussion. This is going to be awesome. Can't wait to have this conversation with him. And we will make sure you check out my Instagram. It's Geeking Out with a G-O-G. It's an O-W-T right there on the bottom. So we are on the road to 1,000, like I said. And I hope to see you guys on Friday night. Sean Watcher. And we will see you guys in the next one.